What's up, movie crew? If you've been keeping up, last week I did a Let's Watch for Morbius. And spoiler alert, not the biggest fan of the movie. However, I have had some people tell me that I'm just being a hater and I don't know what good cinema is and all that other crap. And I want to point out, Morbius is not the worst Marvel movie ever made. No, I did not like it. There's DC movies I don't like. But it kind of gave me an idea. I am going to name off 5 movies from Marvel that I think are worse than Morbius. Before I do that, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. We do movie reviews, Blu-ray hauls, rankings, and some random videos like this where I just give my thoughts and opinions. Without further ado, 5 Marvel movies worse than Morbius. First one that I have in my collection, I told myself I would never buy it. And JP, that you have seen in some of my other videos, decided to buy it for me. And that is Howard the Duck. This was unfortunately my introduction to Howard the Duck, and when James Gunn introduced Howard the Duck in the post-credit scenes for Guardians of the Galaxy, I got pissed. Yeah, I don't like Howard the Duck. Let me also point out that this movie is so bad that most of the actors in this movie had a hard time getting another movie gig after this, and George Lucas never touched another comic book movie again. Yeah. I don't know what else to say on this one, but this was not a good first theatrical outing for Marvel. I am glad that they have stepped their game up. The second movie, 1990 Captain America. Alright. Do you see those ears coming out of Captain America's face mask? Those are fake ears. Yeah. They put the thing over his head and then decided, oh wait, we can't see his ears. That's just one of the things on here. This movie is an hour and 37 minutes, and it's not an easy watch. The acting is bad. The plot is stupid. And again, back to what I said, I am so thankful that Marvel now has the rights to Captain America. I'm not the biggest fan of First Avenger, but that thing looks like a huge classic piece of cinema compared to this. So there you go. Another movie worse than Morbius. The next Marvel movie that I have that I personally believe is worse than Morbius. That is Man-Thing. Since I have found out recently that even some of my most hardcore Marvel friends don't know who this is essentially Marvel's version of Swamp Thing. This movie actually has a budget compared to these two movies. This movie was made in 2004. This movie was made in the 80s. This movie was made in the 90s. You would not know it from watching this. This thing looks as outdated as Morbius felt when I was watching Morbius. And before anyone says anything about, oh, you're not picking stuff from the MCU and all that other stuff, let me show you a little something here. Executive producer Kevin Feige. So yes, Kevin Feige has been attached to some of the stinkers Marvel has made, even though it doesn't have the Marvel Studios banner in it. The fact that this actually got a theatrical release in some countries baffles me. I don't understand it. These next two movies are so bad, I refuse to add them to my collection. The first one is Elektra. Now I want to point out, I'm one of the people that actually liked the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. Was it good? That's pushing it. I was entertained. The core idea of the characters were pretty spot on. What the hell happened with Elektra's movie? I don't know. The fewer things said about that one, the better. It is probably one of the worst pre-MCU Marvel movies from that era. And that's considering one of the other movies is Ang Lee's Hulk, and that's not one I'm mentioning on here. So, one of the worst Marvel movies, worse than Morbius, in my personal opinion, worse than the other 4 movies I mentioned, is the 2015 Fantastic Four reboot. When I first went into this movie, I was like, alright, they changed a couple things, and the more the movie progressed, the more pissed off I got at the movie. And one of the biggest upsets for this movie compared to the first 2 that came out in the early 2000s. For the record, I am not hating on the original cast. I own quite a few stuff that Michael Chiklis has been in. When I was younger, I had a huge freaking crush on Jessica Alba and would go see any movie she was in. Chris Evans, I own quite a few movies he's in. But the cast that we got for the reboot, in my personal opinion, are better actors. Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan. Both of them I have seen in other things. I own quite a few movies with Miles Teller. Like, these are all actors that I have seen in other things, and I know they are great actors. But this movie was garbage. Not too long ago, whatever Steelbooks and Digibooks Target and Best Buy had that didn't sell were at Big Lots. I wouldn't even pay $3 for the Steelbook and the Digibook that they had at Big Lots. I washed my hands after I accidentally touched one of them. But there you go. 5 movies with the Marvel banner that are worse than Morbius. Let me know in the comments below. Are you a yay or a nay on Morbius? And what are 5 Marvel movies, MCU, non-MCU, predate the 1990s with the cheesy Howard the Duck and the film serials? What do you think are the worst Marvel movies made? And yes, I will be doing praise Marvel movies later on. And as always, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below your least favorite Marvel movies. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.